Thanks for tuning in. I'm Melissa Darmon for the Finance News Network. We are joined today by Executive Chair of Blue Glass, James Walker. James, nice to have you back in the studio.
Yeah, thanks Melissa, good to be back.
For those that are new to the Blue Glass story, can you provide us with an overview?
Sure, so Blue Glass is a listed technology company. We're using our unique gallium nitrate semiconductor technology to produce laser diodes.
You recently announced that Blue Glass is set to acquire a full suite semiconductor manufacturing lab, a first for Australia. This looks like it could be a transformational piece for the company. Firstly, congratulations. I'm sure there's been a lot of work behind the scenes to get to this point.
Yeah, no, sure has. I mean, it's a great deal for the company. So Jim Haddon, our president based in the US, found this opportunity. We wouldn't have found it without having a local presence in the US. It changes our business completely. So instead of us relying on third-party manufacturers, we can now bring that in-house. And there are lots of advantages by having that in-house.
On that note, around the advantages, can you talk us through what this means for the company?
Yeah, there are lots of advantages for this transaction. Firstly, we bring our entire manufacturing process in-house. That means we reduce our reliance on third-party manufacturers, and that means to better products in terms of less third-party variability. Also means we can produce more products quicker, not just in number of units, but also different products. We can do faster turns because we own the equipment and we can manage how that works. Another advantage is we actually inherit a manufacturing team from day one. So instead of building our own facility, which would have cost about $40 million US, we have this facility which is operational with an existing team in place.
Let's talk about the existing team. They appear to be highly skilled. I presume that would be difficult to assemble from scratch.
No, completely. So one of the key advantages of being based in the Silicon Valley is we have access to that team, which have been working on that equipment and that facility for quite some time. But we also get access to just the wider market there. The talent pool in Silicon Valley, as everyone would guess, is significant. And we've already been able to start to talk to new employees about coming to join us because of that location.
The location in Silicon Valley looks ideal. Can you tell us some other advantages other than personnel as a result of being located in Fremont?
Yeah, and one of the main advantages of us being based there is we're closer to our customers. So we'll have a better understanding of their needs because they're right next door. So a massive advantage for us. Other advantages though are that we can now start dealing with government contracts and maybe even defence, as well as we also open ourselves up to different investor conversations. Being based in the Silicon Valley will open the door to the type of investors and new type of investors we can talk to.
You've said that this acquisition will allow you to speed your products to market and give you greater product flexibility. Can you expand on that?
Yeah, no, completely. So our current capacity working with our contract manufacturers is we could produce about $40 million worth of revenue a year in terms of products. By this new facility, once it's fully operational, that will turn up to about $160 million a year worth of revenue opportunities. And that's not only because we've got more capacity, but we can do more turns and therefore deliver different products and more products.
As you look to increase productivity, laser revenue growth has tripled in the past 10 years, but it's set to significantly jump to a projected $25 billion by 2025. How does this position Blue Glass?
So through this acquisition, Blue Glass will be one of 4 manufacturers in this space. So we'll play a key role in growing that market. Our products will be unique in terms of the wavelengths and the form flow. So what will differentiate us from the other competitors in this space is we'll be far more flexible about how we deliver the lasers to the end customer, which means we can be far more nimble and flexible, and we think that will have a significant impact in growing our market share.
Now to financials. What can you tell us about this?
Yeah, so the acquisition of the fab in Silicon Valley is a US $2.5 million acquisition price. That includes the equipment in that facility. We're also taking on the lease, and we're also made offers to the current team to come and join us. So we recently announced a placement for $3.4 million. We've currently got a rights issue open for a maximum of 7.5, and that is to fund the acquisition, but also the integration costs and the working capital as we get that facility operational.
How has this changed the strategy for Blue Glass?
Yeah, so Melissa, it actually hasn't changed the strategy at all. The strategy was always to build our own manufacturing facility and bring these processes in-house. That would have been a $40 million investment over the next couple of years. But because this unique opportunity has come available, we had to act now. Significant cost saving to shareholders, brings it online quicker, reduces more products in a faster period of time at half the manufacturing costs. So even though it was in our longer term strategy, we had to act for this opportunity when it became available.
2.5 mil versus 40 mil is a big advantage. Last question from me. From what I have read, the deal is set to increase your revenue generation by around 300% to $160 million. That's a pretty exciting outcome.
Yeah, no, we're very excited. I mean, to increase our manufacturing capacity up to $160 million in our current market opportunity of $360 million for the three areas that we're focused on, which is industrial, scientific and biotech, we can have a significant influence on that market just by increasing the capacity through this acquisition.
James Walker, Executive Chair from Blue Glass, thank you for sharing your news with us today. I look forward to seeing this all unfold.
Great, thanks Melissa.